Good morrow. It is the 18th, December the 18th of 2013, here on our Advent event. 3:33 p.m. Sorry. Yes, I think my sleeping pattern got thrown off a little bit because of, going to the lake this weekend and actually having a life. And so, I've been getting home and I've been crashing out in my chair, every day. You know this. You've been with me every day. And today was no different. And we had our dinner last night at work. Brisket. Oh my god, it was so good. Apparently they got it at Sam's Club. So, I mean, there's some good brisket. Apparently you can get a whole thing of it for $30, I think they said. And oh my god, it was so good. So good. And apparently there was plenty of it left, so there may be some left over tonight. And I brought some home today because it was there's apparently a whole pan of it in the manager's office last night. So I'm just saying, some good brisket at the Sam's Club if you can get in on that shit. I don't know, I'm not too picky, but about it either. Let me pick my nose, obviously in front of you. Boop. So I've been sitting here dozing off, and then I don't even know how there's a story. I'll link you to it, if I remember, about a man who went in to get a job at a McDonald's, and then when they told him to fill out the application online, he, pulled up his shirt and showed them that he had a gun in his belt. So then he they gave him an application, and while he was filling out the application, it gave the cops time to show up, and he got arrested instead of getting a job. So, if he just filled out the online application in the first place, maybe this would be happening right now. I hope I don't have any brisket in my teeth, although it's delicious. I'll taste it later. But they have these little things on the side, these little questionnaires that I sometimes I've been filling them out. I don't know how long I've been sitting here actually answering all of these questions or whatever. So I thought I would do that today. I know I've done a video, a Q&A video before, where I have, explained some things about myself, but these questions may bring up things that you never knew you needed to know, that you wanted to know. Whatever. Somewhere apparently within my nap I was drinking. I'm a true alcoholic. Yes. So I thought we would do that, but first I will do the chocolate for the day, so that way if you don't want to stick around for the questions and you just want the chocolate, you can cut and run. I should have been starting this from the very beginning. Whoopsie! I had my little timer down here, and it doesn't tell me how long I've been filming unless maybe I touch this. Touch my beautiful face. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I've been taping for 3 minutes now, because, I don't want to really tape over 15. So, maybe about 10 minutes worth of questions once we find the 18th on here. The 18th. Oh, it's the Elf in the Shelf. It's good, so it's probably going to be a creepy chocolate, one would assume, and let's hope I don't drop it again. It's gotta be a house, or a church, or something. It's gotta be a house or church-like structure. Oh my god, what did I do? I'm ripping a door off. I'm a fucking animal. That's what's going on right now. Okay, it is... I guess you could interpret it as either a house or a church. Let's get the steeple and everything, so... And churches are the reason for the season. Well, maybe not, depending on who you ask. Don't go to the church for I'm not there, something like that. I don't know. Okay, so now that you know what the chocolate is, thank you for sticking with me for 3 minutes or whatever it is. It went away, so I can't tell you. But now we will get into the question and answer. You know me and how I like to ramble, so... taking many drinks. Excuse me. How frequently do you travel out of town for business? That's a never. Have you listened to the new iTunes radio service? No. Have you made a new car purchase in the last 12 months? No. Okay. I'll give you the popular answers. How frequently do you travel out of town for business? 67% said never. So I'm within the bracket on that one. Have you listened to the new iTunes radio service? No, I have not listened to it yet. 99%. Doing good. 1% say yes, and I haven't listened to another similar service before. So 0 says I'm switching to Pandora. 0 says I'm switching from Pandora. I'm switching from Spotify. Yes, I listen, but so all of that's 0. 80% say they have not made a new car purchase in the last 12 months. So I'm pretty good to go with all of those. I'm in the popular bracket of all of those. And now it's going to take forever to load. Have you used Google Plus? Yes. Yes, but I'm not a big fan. That'll be an interesting question to see the answers to, considering everybody's being forced to use Google Plus now for their YouTube. YouTube and Google Plus are two separate websites, Google. I'll address you by your proper name, Google. They're different websites. Different websites. It's like Vimeo and Facebook. Different websites. Fuck you. Fuck you. If I wanted to have a Google Plus page, I would have had one. I mean, I had one for myself personally, just so that people can find me. I never go to it. I can see the benefits of it because it's like less, like you can post pictures of boobs and stuff on, and not have to worry about getting banned or whatever, like you can on Facebook. If I wanted a Google Plus page for my YouTube channel, Martheev Manor, I would have created one, but I didn't. And I didn't. So, I mean, I guess having a Google Plus, because it's like my friend Thomas says, not everybody uses Facebook. So I guess Google Plus is a good way to, expand the vision or whatever. But, oh no, low battery, don't run out on me. But yeah, so, just saying. Which of the following terms best describes the fee that wireless carriers charge when a customer leaves before the contract period is complete? Early termination fee, either early termination fee or termination fee, neither early termination fee nor termination fee, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think it might be early termination fee. I don't know. God, that one felt a little too much like school. It's not like you're learning anything about me. You're just learning more shit that I don't know, which is like everything. Ask me about Buffy and X-Men, and I can probably give you the answer. But like history, math, science, just forget it. What type of tablet do you currently own? I don't own a tablet. Okay, let's find out. Have you used Google Plus? 23% say yes, and I love it. 25% say yes, but I'm not a big fan. 25% say no, and I don't plan to. 27% say, what's Google Plus? Good going, Google Plus. 46% say early termination fee. 26% say either early termination fee or termination fee. 21% said they're not sure, so I'm not in the top bracket on that one. I tried. 60% don't own a tablet, so 17% say iPad, 7% says Android Google, 7% Amazon Kindle Fire, 0% says BlackBerry Playbook, 1% says Microsoft Surface, 3% says Barnes & Noble Nook, 5% says other. Okay, so I'll have time for at least one more. One more, maybe. I was trying to think. So that's already 9 minutes. Yeah, we're already up to 9 minutes, considering I started 3. When considering most arguments, can you usually see how both sides could be right or wrong? I like to think so. It's just like the other day on my Facebook. I posted a thing. I don't get to support my Christian friends very often, but there was this thing where, this guy from a cake business, I can't remember where it was, but he refused service to this gay couple. And they sued him, and now that baker, his right to serve who he wants was taken away. And I just didn't think that was right. So, I mean, I support gay people, don't get me wrong, but I don't think that's right because, he has a right to be, a religious douche if he wants to run his business that way. You know, I mean, there's supposed to be the right to refuse service to anyone. So I got a chance to support my Christian friends the other day on that topic. So, whatever. Which of the following terms... Oh, are you kidding me? Are you asking me this again? I don't know this shit. I'm a terrible adult. We discussed this yesterday. Oh my god. Which of the following terms best describes the fee that wireless carriers charge when a customer leaves? I don't know. I'm not sure. Fuck you. Stop asking me shit. Was there any time in the last 12 months when you did not take your medication? Drugs, maybe. But medication, not necessarily. No medication was prescribed. I take like my oil of oregano so that my fart's wonderful. But as a side effect, it's supposed to help me with like my respiratory stuff. And since I've been using it, I haven't had like I'll still have like sneezing fits every once in a while, but I can still breathe after them, because it used to be that I would like be wheezing and coughing and stuff after a sneezing fit, and I couldn't breathe. But ever since I started taking that oil of oregano on a regular basis, that has not happened. So, oil of oregano. Can you usually see how both sides could be right or wrong? Yes, 80%. 20% says no. Like, I'm willing to say, maybe God's the real devil. I don't know. Like, I like to think that I can see things from, either side. Or it could be, in the greater scheme of things, as much as I don't want it to be true, the Westboro Baptist Church could be the ones that are right. I hate that. I don't want it to be true, but that doesn't mean that it's not necessarily true, unfortunately. God, I would hope not. But if God's that much of a douche, I don't want to hang out with the guy for eternity anyway. I've always said that, so it's okay. It's okay. I'm cool with it. Which of the following terms best... I don't fucking care. It's 29% say there's a time where they did not take their medication as prescribed because of cost. Okay, 53% said no, 16% said no medication was prescribed, 2% said don't know, not sure. Let's see if we can get through one more, I think, before my camera shuts me off and I have to process this through Corel. Have you ever voted early for local, state, or federal election? No, I've never voted late. I've never voted on time. That's easy. How much do you like the BBC show Doctor Who? I love it. Submit. Which of these styles of music do you most prefer? Classic rock, pop, top 40, rap, hip-hop, indie rock, folk Americana, country, metal, alternative rock, other. I should listen to a lot more dance techno now than anything else. I almost clicked alternative rock. So I'm just, and I don't really have like it used to be all country. I used to listen to nothing but country. And then it switched to nothing but like pop rock music. And now it's like, eclectic. Like I can buy like, what was it? I think I bought like a Stained and a Dolly Parton CD in the same day, once. So, I mean, it's like, I don't really have a favorite. Have you ever voted early? No said 60%. So, how much do you like the BBC show Doctor Who? 50% have never heard of it. What's wrong with you? 6% say I love it. 7% say I like it. 28% say I don't have a strong opinion. 9% don't like it. You 9%. You're wrong. Which of these styles of music do you most prefer? 34% say classic rock. 5% say pop 40. 3% say rap, hip-hop, R&B, 1% say indie rock, 3% says folk Americana, 30% says country, 2% says metal, 3% says alternative rock, 19% says other. That's probably about all the time that I can do. If you want me to do this again, if you had fun with this, learning a little bit more about me, let me know. And, I mean, I still have, like, a week, almost a week of Advent Event videos to fill up, so I can do another one. Or even when Advent Event is over, I can do another one of these sometime. Take a little online survey, whatever. So before this cuts off, I am going to end. I've already talked a lot, and thank you for sticking with me if you stayed past the chocolate and learning more about me. I can't even really talk, and I'm doing it anyway. But before I ramble too much, and this cuts in into a little chippity chip chip, I'm going to say goodbye and see you tomorrow.